If you want to take your YouTube videos engagement up a notch, you need to try Premieres. Premieres is an often overlooked YouTube feature that has the potential to not just improve your video's engagement through comments and likes, but it can actually give your viewers ways of supporting your channel through monetization features that they'd otherwise not have access to from traditional long form content. So you may be asking, Ty, what is a premiere? Well, simply put, a premiere is a way for you to upload your video to YouTube, to schedule it in advance, just like you normally would, but it enables you to communicate and engage with your audience live in real time as the video goes public. So let's take a look. So here's what it looks like for a premiere to take place on YouTube. As you can see, there is a countdown that is showing the audience when the video is about to start. And I have folks in the live chat interacting with me in real time as the video goes public. So here I am in the chat interacting with my community. The video is now live. People can watch it and they can ask questions. What's really cool about this too is that there's interactive features in the chat. You can set up a live Q&A. You can set up a poll. And there are really interesting ways for your community to support you in the form of super chats and super stickers, which are both donation methods to support your channel from your viewers. Now, premieres are not to be confused with a live stream, but you can sort of think about it as a midway point from what would otherwise be normally just uploading your video and scheduling it. This lets you schedule it and then watch the pre-recorded video without you being on camera, but still being able to engage with your audience in the chat. Whereas a live stream is not showing a video necessarily that you've recorded. It's you on camera, just filming yourself in real time, interacting with your audience in the live chat. Now, when the premiere is over, meaning when the video finishes playing, the video is still a long form video on your channel. Any of the views and any of the watch time that's been accrued during the premiere gets added to that video. One thing to mention is that any of the comments that are happening in the live chat, those do not convert to comments on the video itself. So a good rule of thumb or a best practice would be once your premiere is winding down, it's a good call to encourage your live chat participants to leave a comment on the video to help with engagement on the video itself. All right, so now that you've seen what a premiere looks like in practice, let me show you how quick and easy it is to set up in the YouTube studio. But before I do, if you find this kind of content valuable and you like the vibe here, please consider subscribing to the channel for more YouTube growth tips and educational videos just like this one. And also, I do one-on-one coaching for YouTube. So if that's interesting to you, check the description below for a link to my calendar. All right, let's get back to it. So to show you how to do a premiere, we're just going to pretend like we're going to upload a brand new video, and we're going to add our file. And it's really in the upload settings where you're going to select your premiere. So all the way over in visibility, you'll notice all of the regular options for private, unlisted, public, but there's also a checkbox for set as instant premiere if you want it to be a premiere right then and now. But if you want to schedule it out, which I highly recommend, you can pick your day and your time and then hit the checkbox set as premiere. Once you do that, this will be set up as a premiere, and you can actually add some additional features to it as well. So you can mouse over the little information icon. It says when your video is set to premiere, you and your viewers can watch it together at the same time. A public watch page gets created and shows a countdown to the start of your video. When the video starts, you can interact with viewers in live chat and comments. So let's set up the premiere. And here are the different options for the different countdowns. This is really just personal preference, so pick whatever you like. And here's where you can pick the countdown length. So you can do a 5-minute length or 1-minute length. I did a 1-minute length on my previous video. And then finally, you have two more options. One is for redirect, which says what happens after your premiere ends. Is there another live stream or another premiere that you want to redirect your audience to so that you can gain traction on either of those two events? And then finally, you can add a trailer as well, which would be a short video that you use to sort of tease the premiere in advance. So that's really it as far as setup. As you can see, it's very quick, very easy. You're really just picking that checkbox to set it as a premiere. And then of course, you need to make sure that you are available at the computer, interacting with your chat live as the video premieres. Now, the benefits to you as the creator, I think personally, it's to foster increased engagement with your most loyal fans. The people that are going to join your premieres are probably the people that have been following your channel for a while, that really like your vibe, that want to interact with you more intimately. And this is a great way for you to connect in real time. The second real benefit is If you have fans that want to support you and your channel is monetized, meaning you have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch time hours, and you've unlocked the supers for your channel, they can use things like super chats and super stickers, which I covered in a previous video that you can check out right over here. And this is a great way for folks that want to support your channel to do so in a pretty friction-free way. Again, super chats, super stickers, and super thanks, you'll keep a 70% cut of whatever your viewers donate. And the third thing is, if you set up your Premiere enough in advance, meaning maybe a day or two out, what will happen is once you set it to Premiere, it will show up as a dedicated landing page, oftentimes in the browse screen of people who may want to watch your video in the future, and they'll be able to interact with that video even though it hasn't aired yet. So they can leave comments, they can like the video, and then the moment it goes live, all of those likes and comments that the video has accrued before being published will be taken into account by the algorithm. And that's going to show a lot of engagement. And that's going to be a very positive signal for the algorithm to want to push that video out to more and more viewers, thus potentially increasing the number of impressions, views, and subscribers. Finally, if you have channel membership set up, this is another way for the members of your channel to also be indicated by a little icon in the live chat as they're interacting with you. So it sort of adds this like inclusive symbol of prestige for those who are paying a monthly fee to support your channel. Okay, so just a couple of tips for how to set up a Premiere correctly. The advice that YouTube will give you in their help documents is to do it at least 24 hours in advance. I set up my Premiere about an hour before, and I forgot to update and put out a community post. I put out a community post 30 minutes before it went live, but to my surprise, I had about 13 people in total join the Premiere, and it was about 9 people on average stayed throughout. And what's actually cool is in the YouTube studio, you can see the analytics for this. When you scroll down on the overview tab within the video itself, you'll see that the data for the Premiere shows right here. It'll show you concurrent viewers at 9 on average, and 13 was the peak, and you can kind of see where they were within the video itself. It was a 21-minute video, so this is really just like kind of a timeline of the video. So if you set up your Premiere a couple days in advance, and maybe you make a trailer, although that's optional, you can technically earn a lot of engagement, like comments and likes on the video prior to it going live. So that'll give your audience enough time to engage with the content. And then also, if you promote the Premiere landing page on other social media platforms, through YouTube's community posts. That's a great way to get visibility to ensure that people know about it and can tune in. The third thing too is you can actually encourage your viewers to set up a notification to get notified when the Premiere is about to go live. So for example, if someone hits the notify me, they're going to get a notification from YouTube 30 minutes prior and also a minute prior before the Premiere starts. All right, so now that you know everything there is to know about Premieres, it's time to go test it out. But before doing so, make sure you watch this video up here to learn everything about the monetization benefits that come with hosting a Premiere.